Coming back home, Congress of the People says the Free State province plans to honour former Lesotho Prime Minister Leabua Jonathan, and those plans are insensitive and irresponsible.
Well, Free State MEC for Arts and Culture, Mathabo, Leeto, and the Free State ANC says that plans are afoot to erect a Leabua statue in Bloemfontein and to rename the road linking Bloemfontein and Lesotho after him for his role in welcoming and protecting refugees fleeing apartheid. Congress of the People in the Free State also says that it does not understand why the ANC would waste millions of rands to honour a dictator and a murderer who has been dishonoured in his own country.
Continue to speak about apartheid.
A hero or a villain? Former Lesotho Prime Minister Leabua Jonathan was celebrated this weekend.
This is the man that basically hid our own refugees when we were fighting for the liberation.
Hence, our Free State government will in January erect a statue of Jonathan Leabua in Bloemfontein.
While ANC was in exile in Lesotho, it was protected by Leabua's Basotho National Party. But the then opposition Basotholand Congress Party BCP says Leabua detained its people and drove them into exile. And the BCP's military wing, the Lesotho Liberation Army, waged war from South Africa while the apartheid regime turned a blind eye, and Leabua accused the PAC of backing the LLA.
Issues of international relations are a terrain of the national leadership of the ANC. But because of proximity, the Free State has always had historical and political relations with the people of Lesotho.
But Musiwa Lekota's Congress of the People says it is a distortion of history to say Leabua was a friend of O.R. Tambo and expresses the ignorance of the present crop of ANC leaders. Cope says Leabua was a dictator and murderer who ruled by decree until he was deposed. It doesn't understand why the ANC would waste millions of rands on a man who detained those who opposed him. It challenges the ANC to a public debate on this issue because it says the public was never consulted.
This letter that I read out to you.
Former Lesotho Prime Minister Pakadita Mosisiri has also written to President Cyril Ramaphosa. He says Leabua not only suspended the country's constitution, but he also unleashed a reign of terror in which thousands of innocent men and women and children were killed. Mosisiri implores South Africa to reconsider this decision.
There is no way anyone in a state of mind to go and erect statues while people are dying in South Africa because of hunger, while there's a sewage spillage everywhere.
Irrespective of who or what Chief Jonathan Leabua was, is that he is not a South African, and the Free State does not have money to spend on statues at this late stage. We have infrastructure that is falling apart. We have sewage running through towns.
It remains to be seen if the Free State will go ahead with a gesture that appears to have elicited mixed and emotive reactions from both the Mountain Kingdom and South Africa. Ntakwana Ngatani, SABC News, Johannesburg.